This is the safest way to 3x your money at UFC Emmett versus Vallejos. Now I know that last week we did not cash our safe parlay, which is exactly why we need to hit this one. And for the first leg and probably the hardest leg of our parlay, we have Mitabek Orobai to win at times 1.32. Orobai is currently on a 2-fight winning streak, winning his last fight via KO, which was his welterweight debut. Orobai is so well-rounded. He's good at wrestling, he has some nice submissions, and he packs some power. Orobai is entering his prime, and he is only 28 years old. That is 10 years younger than Chris Curtis. Now, Chris Curtis is not an easy opponent to fight against. He has some nice power and he's pretty slick on the feet. However, I don't think he'll be able to stop Orobai's takedowns, and I reckon that he'll get submitted in either round 1 or round 2. For our second leg, we are taking Marwan to win against Harry Hardwick at times 1.35. Marwan is a quick and nasty striker who has a lot of power in his hands. The only downside is he is making his debut in the UFC and he did get dropped twice in his last fight. However, I don't think Harry Hardwick has the power to drop Marwan. Harry Hardwick is the former Cage Warrior champion who was on a 9-fight winning streak before losing his UFC debut. Harry usually aims to overwhelm his opponents with volume strikes, but I reckon if he goes shot for shot in this fight, Marwan is going to drop him and knock him out. For our third leg, we are taking Jose Delgado at times 1.23. I do think this is a closer fight than the odds suggest, but I reckon that Delgado should get the W here. Jose Delgado is so quick. He definitely has a speed advantage here, and I love that he throws in long combinations, which usually overwhelms his opponents. However, Andre Fili does have the experience advantage, fighting in the UFC since 2013, and fighting opponents such as Dan Ige. But at the end of the day, I think Jose Delgado has a way better skill set than Andre Fili, and I reckon he's going to outpace him, outwork him, and get the KO victory in round 2. And for our last leg, we are taking Gillian Robertson to win against Amanda Lemos at times 1.5. Robertson is currently on a 2-fight winning streak, with 2 of those being by KO and 2 by decision. The first thing that stands out to me is the age difference between the 2 fighters. Robertson is 30 while Amanda Lemos is 38. Now Robertson is a very technical wrestler, but I do like that she has the ability to stand and strike as well. On the other hand, Lemos is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Tatiana Suarez, where she got out-wrestled for all 3 rounds. I could see this fight playing out similarly, where Robertson is able to take her down and keep her on the floor, landing some nasty ground and pound, and maybe even get the TKO win. So this is my slip. Let me know in the comments if you guys are tailing me, and let's make some money this week. Peace.